worldwide campuses of Troy University, this is Troy TrojanVision News at Noon.
Vision News at Noon for Friday, February 19th, 2010. I'm Sean Sporman. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. Later in the show, we'll give you the details of the women's basketball game from Wednesday night. But the game was much more than just a big matchup on the hard court. Meg Smith has the details.
Trojan fans came out Wednesday to do more than just support the women's basketball team. The theme was Pink Zone, and fans donned pink in support of the KYAL Cancer Fund to raise awareness for breast cancer.
For all the people around that have breast cancer, we're trying to raise money and trying to find a cure for this terrible disease.
In addition to receiving free pink t-shirts and pink rally towels, fans got another treat, an opportunity to meet Chad from the Alltel commercials. Chad signed autographs and took pictures, but showed up for more than just the fans.
I've been going around on a tour basically, and there's all these communities that have a certain charity, and each one is important on its own right. This one's very important because people forget that we need to raise money for this sort of cause, and with everything out there that we need help with, sometimes people forget, especially with the economy and times are tough.
At halftime, Chad presented a $1,500 check from Alltel to be given to the KYAL Cancer Fund, and one student feels that having Chad come was a great way to gain support for the cause.
I think it's great that he came. I thought it was a great thing to have someone come that everyone knows from TV and can kind of like bring some attention maybe to this cause and to Troy University.
And while in Troy, Chad found time to do more than just rub shoulders with some Trojans and support a worthy cause. His favorite thing while he was here?
Great barbecue.
Meg Smith, TrojanVision News.
And money raised Wednesday night from donations will also benefit the KYAL Foundation. For many students, writing a resume can seem like a challenge, and Career Services is here to help. Amber Carter has the story.
To attend a resume workshop Wednesday night hosted by Career Services. The workshop provided students with a jump start on their resumes prior to the career fair next week. Students learned everything from the basics, how to prepare, what you need and don't need to have on a resume, and most importantly, what recruiters are going to be looking for. Josh Wooden, coordinator of Career Services, explains.
If they've seen the workshop and they've been here and they've seen the slides and listened to the presentation, they'll have a general idea on what the resume should look like, but we really encourage students to bring their resumes by us so we can take another glance at it and see if there's anything they might have missed or anything that we can add to it to make it look a little sharper.
Students who attended the workshop discovered they don't have to put any high school academics on the college resume. And one student explains why she has to completely revise her resume.
I have a resume and it was okay for high school, but now that I'm in college, I definitely need to build it and delete some things and add some things. So it was very helpful, and I feel once I do that, I'll be more confident to show it to future employers and get my foot in the door.
Another student expresses her gratitude on how Troy University provides free services and encourages other students to take advantage of them.
I believe it's very beneficial, especially if you're a senior or junior. If you want to do an internship or you're trying to apply for a job, it's a lot of do's and don'ts that I really honestly just did not know. And I think Troy University students should take advantage of the services that are being offered to us.
Amber Carter, Troy TrojanVision News.
Career Services' next event is the Career Fair next Wednesday from 9 to noon in the Trojan Center ballrooms. Troy University's music department gave students the opportunity to explore music with a lecture recital. The lecture recital speaker has toured the United States and was noted by the New York Times for his work. Jaleesa Ellis has the story.
And that was just a preview of what students got the chance to listen to at the lecture recital in the Long Hall of Honor on Wednesday evening. Associate Professor of Piano at California State University, Dr. Dmitry Rukmanov, was the speaker at the event.
I spoke about Prokofiev, his background as a composer. I focused on the work at hand, speaking about the structure of each movement, presenting a few themes of the composition, and then after a short break I performed the whole piece.
Rukmanov shares that the piece Piano Sonata No. 6 is one of his favorite pieces because it has 4 movements with each having a distinct character. The entire piece is approximately 30 minutes long, and Rachmaninoff played the entire piece from memory.
30 minutes of memorized piano playing is exceptional. He's a great artist, and I thought he did a great job today. I think our students really enjoyed it.
Oh gosh, remember he played it all from memory?
Mm-hmm.
Now can you imagine memorizing all those notes and not forgetting any one of them? I mean, that takes a tremendous amount of concentration and memory and skill and practice and practice and practice.
Rachmaninoff shares what he wanted students to take from this lecture recital.
I want them to enrich their knowledge and hopefully open up their feelings towards this music. I hope that for those who don't know his work, this will arouse their interest, and for those who do know, his work will enhance their love for this composer.
Julissa Ellis, Troy TrojanVision News.
Rachmaninoff teamed up later that evening with Julia Hyman, a clarinetist, for another performance. And now taking a look at news from around the state. A new lawsuit alleges Victoryland owner Milton McGregor and companies that supply his electronic bingo machines have rigged the machines to cheat customers. The lawsuit claims the machines have been set up to return billions of dollars to McGregor and the machine owners at the expense of customers and charities. And next in state news, the defense lawyer for an Alabama college professor charged with shooting 3 colleagues to death says she is remorseful but does not recall the shooting. Roy Miller, the attorney for biology professor Amy Bishop, said Friday she does not remember shooting 6 people, 3 fatally, in a faculty meeting 1 week ago at the University of Alabama in Huntsville. Miller says she has severe mental problems and is likely insane. And last in state news, the Mobile City Planning Commission has approved a homeless shelter's plans for new facilities despite objections by neighborhood residents. The Waterfront Rescue Mission wants to put up a 6,000 square foot building on its property on State Street. And still to come on TrojanVision News at noon, the women returned to Trojan Arena Wednesday night to face the Blue Raiders of Middle Tennessee. Did they come out with a win? We'll find out coming up. Plus, the man took to the hard court last night. Adam Turnipseed will be in with sports to give us all the details. More news, sports, and weather as TrojanVision News at noon continues right after this.
You're watching Troy TrojanVision News at noon.
And now Adam Turnipseed joins us with a look at sports. So Adam, both the men's and women's Trojan basketball teams had big games this week. In fact, both of those were aired live here exclusively on TrojanVision.
They absolutely were. And one was battling for a spot in first place. The other one, it was a good contest. And it's kind of funny because one team did lose, the other one didn't. I'll get on to right back sports.
Coming up on TrojanVision News at noon, a unique form of rodeo comes to Troy. We'll have all the details. Plus, the skies are clear in our area, and it feels a bit like spring. What will the weekend hold in store? Meg Smith will have your complete Troy TrojanVision forecast coming up, so don't go away.
You're watching Troy TrojanVision News at noon.
Look at weather. So Meg, 1 week ago today, the snow was falling here in Alabama. It was in the 30s all day. Historic winter storm, and now it feels a little bit like spring.
I know, it's completely unbelievable. But that's Alabama weather. You know, you walk out one day and you need a parka with the snow, and then the next day, I was wearing shorts yesterday. So it's just something to get used to, but it's a nice change, actually. So let's take a look outside right now over the campus of Troy University, and as you can see, Sean, overall, very nice weather week coming up.
Definitely a lot calmer, and I'm sure a lot of people will enjoy the spring-like temperatures as well.
Most definitely.
Thank you, Meg. Next month, rodeo is coming to town, but not the type of rodeo that most people are familiar with. In today's Trojan Talk, Aaron Taylor learns more. And that's all the time we have for TrojanVision News at noon. For Adam Turnipseed with sports, Meg Smith with weather, and all of our broadcast crew, I'm Sean Sportman. Thank you for being with us, and have a great afternoon.